There's a quiet disaster living inside you, the kind no one sees, the kind that grows in the spaces where you hesitate, where you postpone, where you surrender pieces of yourself to people who should never have held a single fragment of your soul. You move through life as if your identity will sculpt itself someday, as if courage will arrive on its own, as if clarity will appear without the weight of effort. But beneath your excuses, beneath your fears of judgment, beneath your exhaustion from trying to please everyone except yourself, there is a truth waiting like a blade against your throat. You are the material. You are the artisan. You are the only one responsible for the shape your life takes. Epictetus whispered this truth long before you were born. Wood belongs to the carpenter, bronze to the sculptor, and your life belongs to the art of living. No one will give you permission. No one will hand you direction. No one will craft the version of you that you silently dream about at night. You must descend into yourself, into the darkness where the tools are buried, into the place where you finally understand that your future is not given, it is carved. Tonight, the descent takes place inside a vast subterranean observatory, carved into the bones of a dead mountain. Iron rings hang in midair like frozen planets. Cracked lenses stare down like blind, ancient eyes. The air hums with the mechanical breath of half-built universes that never learned how to move. This place feels older than regret, cold, echoing, heavy, a cathedral of unfinished identities. This is where Caleb stands, your shadow twin, your internal craftsman, the figure who mirrors every silent choice you avoided. Around him, ears the size of towers sit motionless, waiting for a mind finally brave enough to turn them. You can feel it. This is the place built from all the paths you refused to walk. This is the house of your potential. And tonight, you will not leave it untouched. Caleb steps onto a circular platform suspended above the abyss. The metal beneath his feet vibrates, as if greeting him with a mixture of welcome and accusation. Floating glass spheres drift around him, each containing a faint, glowing silhouette versions of him that never formed, never grew, never lived. He reaches toward one sphere, and it trembles violently at his presence, as if begging to be shaped, begging to be chosen. He steps back. You step back too, because deep down you know exactly what these spheres are, the years you wasted, the courage you postponed, the talents you kept hidden to avoid being judged, the boundaries you refused to defend. Every time you said, later, one of these spheres dimmed. Every time you let someone else decide for you, one of these spheres cracked. The observatory whispers with a cold, metallic voice. If this is your life, why have you done nothing with it? The iron rings rotate slowly above, aligning themselves with a deep, rumbling vibration. From the center of the platform, a table rises massive, dark, carved from stone older than fear. On it lie 3 tools, a blade forged from mirrored metal, a hammer heavy enough to crush self-deception, a chisel small enough to be underestimated. They flicker with a soft glow as Caleb approaches. Epictetus' voice echoes through the chamber. Philosophy does not give you externals. It gives you the work. The blade reflects only truth, and when Caleb peers into it, he sees every lie he ever told himself, every time he pretended not to care. Every time he acted small to make someone else comfortable. Every time he let silence sculpt him into something he never chose. The hammer vibrates with a single idea. Decisions define you more than dreams. And the chisel pulses with the quiet, terrifying weight of discipline, the daily blows that carve a soul. Caleb reaches toward the tools and freezes. So do you. Because touching them means admitting the truth. You have been passive. You have been waiting for someone to grant you permission. You have been hoping that life would somehow sculpt itself. You have been telling yourself that you were confused, when in reality you were afraid. The chamber lets out a long metallic groan, as if reacting to your denial. The tools wait, and the air asks, if you already have everything you need, why are you still pretending you don't? Caleb walks deeper into the observatory. The shadows shift until he finds a row of floating statues half-finished, half-stolen shapes of what could have been him. One statue bends under the invisible weight of other people's expectations. Another has a face carved by the judgments of strangers. Another is split in two, half Caleb, half everyone who ever tried to control him. These forms are not accidents. They are permissions you granted. You let others carve your self-worth. You let society define what success is. You let family guilt shape your choices. You let lovers shrink your potential. You let fear carve your path. Caleb touches the statue with a split face. It shatters instantly into dust that spirals into the dark like smoke escaping a dying fire. Because what is not yours cannot survive the touch of truth. The temperature drops, and the observatory whispers. If you refuse to shape yourself, others will shape you into someone you never chose. The chamber trembles. A colossal wall rises from the floor, covered in deep, unfinished markings. Not art, not attempts, just hesitation. Scratches from days when you doubted yourself. Grooves from moments you almost began but didn't. Marks from chapters you never wrote, relationships you never left, opportunities you avoided, boundaries you were too afraid to set. Caleb drags his fingers across the wall, and dust falls like ash. Epictetus speaks again. What is outside your control is not yours, but what you do with what is yours defines you. The wall begins to crack. It collapses violently into a storm of fragments, leaving nothing behind except a single glowing sentence etched into the floor. Your destiny did not fail you. You simply refused to author it. The chamber grows darker. 3 crystalline pillars rise, each holding one of the tools again. The blade of honesty, the hammer of decision, the chisel of discipline. Caleb reaches for the blade first, but the metal burns his skin with the heat of truth. He is not afraid of being cut. He is afraid of seeing himself clearly. He grasps the hammer, but the weight overwhelms him, not physically, but existentially, because decisions demand responsibility, and responsibility demands adulthood. Finally, he touches the chisel, the smallest tool, the humblest one, and it glows instantly, illuminating the entire observatory. The ground shakes. The gears groan awake. The air vibrates with an ancient certainty. The chisel represents the truth you avoid the most. Greatness is built in small, repetitive, daily actions. The observatory whispers, How long will you keep pretending you don't know what must be done? A massive monolith rises from the center of the chamber, tall enough to touch the ceiling. Its surface pulses with a slow heartbeat. Inside the stone, Caleb sees a silhouette, the clearest version of who he could become. Not a fantasy, not a motivational illusion, a real, grounded, possible self. A self he has avoided because admitting your potential makes your excuses impossible. You are not afraid of being less than you are. You are afraid of being more. You fear the responsibility of greatness more than the comfort of failure. The monolith glows brighter, whispering, "Greatness is not found, it is carved." The final transformation begins. A pedestal rises with a fragile, ghost-like figure standing upon it. This figure is everything Caleb used to be: fearful, apologetic, submissive, invisible, overly accommodating, afraid of disappointing anyone, afraid of being disliked, afraid of stepping into the full weight of his life. This version is dying, slowly, quietly, inevitably. Caleb steps forward. The ghost trembles, as if begging for release. He touches it, and it dissolves into shimmering dust that floats upward like a soul leaving a body that no longer serves it. The observatory brightens. The rings begin to spin. The lenses align. The mechanisms move. Something inside the mountain awakens. Something inside you awakens too. The chamber asks, "Now that the false self is gone, what will you do with the life that remains?" Caleb stands at the center of the revived observatory. The gears turning above sound like the heartbeat of a new identity. He is no longer waiting, no longer shapeless, no longer living in reaction to other people's expectations. Epictetus delivers the final truth, echoing through the iron bones of the chamber. You are not here to receive a life. You are here to create one. No one will carve your courage. No one will carve your boundaries. No one will carve your discipline. No one will carve your self-respect. No one will sculpt your silence, your power, your presence, or your purpose. Only you. This is the art of living, not obedience, not imitation, not pleasing, not fear, but authorship. Your life is the material. Your choices are the tools. Your discipline is the sculpture. And the revelation stands before you like a door finally unlocked. If you do not author your life, someone else will write it for you. If something inside you shifted tonight even slightly, do not run from it. Let the silence settle. Let the truth breathe. Let the tools call your name the way they called Caleb's. And when you feel that quiet pull inside your chest, that small whisper saying you're ready for another step, another descent, another layer of the self waiting to be carved, then return. There is another message waiting, another truth, another piece of your becoming. Watch the next chapter when your spirit says, "It's time."